poop anyone can do about it. Stream should be better for people. It's not showing me any drop frames now, so should be okay. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Oh, I guess I should get in there. Let me get in there. Okay, chat room. I'm coming. I'm coming. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm logging in as me. Okay, I'm in. All right, here we go. Let's crank out this hour in expeditious fashion, and we begin in 3, 2, 1. Whoa, why is that all goofed? Okay, there we go. 3, 2, 1. Tonight on TMSPM, we remember the early 2000s.
Heady days. Snoop is a grandpappy.
Sharknado 3 is a go.
Oh, good. Mariah is now a Vegas thing.
Flu shots are still not, but flu shots are not all there this year.
Dan the game board man.
Your Twitter questions and more on this episode of TMS PM.
This is the morning stream, but it's not in the morning, it's at night. PM.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to TMS PM. It's the one that's brought to you by patreon.com/TMS, for without your support, we wouldn't do a fifth show a week. That's just the way it is. So take that and smoke it.
That's right.
It's me and it's Brian. Hi, Brian. What's going on? How are you?
Not a lot, right? Doing all right.
Yeah, you had a busy day. Drove across Denver and back.
I did, yes. The grand sweeping tour from on C470 around the southwestern side of the city.
Were you winded because you're in the Mile High City?
No, I was in a car, so I was good. I didn't actually run.
Oh, good. That would have been bad. We're glad to be back. It's good to be here. It's good to be doing this. We have Dan coming up later, so watch for that. We try to have him in every couple of weeks and tell us what the latest and greatest is in the world of tabletop gaming.
I love that. He costs me so much money though when he
I know.
When he does that though.
It's bad.
Yeah.
But we'll take it. It's okay. I'm excited about the Patreon level for coffee because it's about to get changed to a new and more amazing flavor than we even had currently, which people already liked. So keep your eye on that. That's happening too. Speaking of Patreon, at patreon.com/TMS. Brian, how well do you remember the decade that preceded this one? The 2000s.
It wasn't, that long ago. I would think that I'm pretty good at remembering stuff from 10 years ago, right?
Think about this. Star Wars Episode 3, The Angry of the Sith. What was it called? Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith. The angry...
the angry
Phantom.
Sith man.
Curse of the angry Phantom.
That happened 10 years ago this year. I would remind you that lots of 2005 occurrences. We are closer to the 10-year anniversary of Batman Dark Knight than you think. In fact, we are at the 10-year anniversary of Batman Begins. That was also 2005. Think about that. 10 years ago, a full decade ago, Batman Begins. Who'd have thunk it? Who'd have drunk it?
And what a juggernaut that turned into, especially as it when it's apex in the middle of the story, the second act.
Yeah, it spiraled out of control at that point.
Yeah, it did.
Well, here, Brian, I'm going to now test you because you like trivia and stuff.
Yep, I'm not opening that link.
Don't you open that link.
I'm not.
We're in the wrong order there. You already told me you wouldn't, and then I asked you again. You're knowledgeable about things, and let's just see how close the 2000s feels for you in this test of your wits. How well do you remember the most fetch decade ever? I don't know what that means.
Fetch.
Apparently,
I don't remember that word being a thing, so I'm already not doing well.
Good. Well, here goes. Here's
fetch.
Here's your first question. Number
right.
1, which album sold more records in the 2000s? NSYNC's No Strings Attached or Beatles 1?
Oh.
The Beatles 1.
Yeah, their collection of all their number one singles. I think I sadly think that NSYNC's No Strings Attached.
You think that takes
better.
it?
Yeah.
You
I think
would
I own
be
both of those, sadly.
Well, how does it tell you? Okay, I chose it and it just turned red. I don't know if that means you got it wrong.
Oh, well, that's probably wrong then.
Oh, you got it wrong. Yeah, I guess the Beatles did. All right.
Good. My
two.
faith is restored, even if my answering skills are incorrect.
Fair enough. Next up, in Mean Girls, which Missy Elliott song is played when Janice and Damien tell Caddy about the plastics?
Which Missy Elliott song is playing?
Yeah. Your two options are Pass the Dutch or Work It.
I'm gonna say it's Work It.
Work It. Pass the Dutch is the correct answer.
Oh, they're totally not gonna let me sit by them anymore.
Well, those girls were all really young in that show. Mm-hmm. Some of them. That one over here looks 33. Anyway.
Which one? Lacey Chabert?
I think so. She's the one that is older, right?
She is older. Yeah, she was on Party of Five.
Okay, that's something.
She was 26 playing a 9-year-old. No, I don't. I'm kidding. 26. I don't know if that's really curious.
All right, next up. What was the name of the band Mark Hoppus and Travis Barker formed after they left Blink-182?
Oh, crap. I was thinking, all right, gimme.
Oh, here's your option. Sorry.
Oh, good. Thank you.
I keep doing this. Boxcar Racer and Plus 44.
Oh, well, it's going to be Boxcar Racer.
It is plus 44.
Really? It was plus 44? I thought that was...
I don't know. They're sticking with the numbers, I guess.
I guess so. I thought that was too dumb an answer.
So far, you are 0 for however many we've done. Next up, what year did Janet Jackson have her wardrobe malfunction during the Super Bowl halftime show?
That was 2006.
It would have been...
Oh, what are my choices?
Your choices are 2003, 2004.
No. 2004.
All right, let's find out.
That was later than...
You are correct.
Yeah, later than I thought. Wow. All
right. She is holding their boob in that photo.
Looking shocked like, oh, that wasn't supposed to happen at all.
How weird of that. All right, here's your next one. What is the name of the high school that Ryan, Marissa, Seth, and Summer attended in the OC?
Never saw a single episode of that show.
California. I used to like
I'm going to guess it's West. Oh, what are my choices?
Oh, your choices are, we keep forgetting we have these choices.
Yeah.
Harbor School or Bayview School?
Oh, God. Let's say Bayview.
All right. It's Harbor School.
Yeah, okay. I'm all right with not getting that one right.
All right. Who did Joey Potter end up with at the end of Dawson's Creek?
It was
big forehead. Weird. Anyway, sorry.
Michelle, what's her face?
Dawson.
The two of them ran off together and left Dawson and Peter, Fringe guy, left him. They left him both in the cold.
Oh yeah, that's Fringe guy.
Fringe guy.
Oh, I see. I only know him as Fringe guy. I don't know him from Dawson's Creek. Never watched that show. All right, Dawson or Pacey is the answer. You say it's
Pacey was
Pacey?
Fringe guy. I'm saying it's Pacey.
All right. I mean, beep. You got it correct.
Okay, good. Never saw a single episode of that either.
What the? Really? All right. Yeah. Here's one you should know. Okay. What is the name of Napoleon Dynamite's llama in the film Napoleon Dynamite?
Tina, come eat your lasagna.
Is it Tina?
Yes.
You're correct. It was Gina or Tina. You are absolutely correct. It is Tina.
Yes, or Tuna. We'll call her Tuna.
Tuna is good. Inside joke. No one knows. No one knows but me and Brian. All right, next up. What is Nellie's real name?
As in Nellie,
the rapper.
The Hot in Her
Well,
singer?
the rapper with the diamond encrusted everything. I don't know. Yeah. I know nothing of...
Country grammar Nellie?
I guess.
What are my choices?
Cornell Iral Haynes Jr. or Joseph Franklin Harrison Jr.?
I think it's the first one.
Cornell?
I want to say Nellie was short for Cornell, yeah.
Let's find out. You are correct. Bing, 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 bing.
Cornelly. Right. That's what he should have gone by.
Where did Lizzie and Gordo share their first kiss? This is from Lizzie McGuire.
Oh.
A show I know you watched faithfully every week as it came out.
If I didn't watch Dawson's Creek, what are the odds are that I watched Lizzie McGuire?
Yeah, on the Disney Channel. All right, your options are Paris or Rome.
Oh, I was hoping the mall would be one of the choices.
I was hoping each other's butt would have been a good answer.
Let's say Rome.
Rome. You are correct. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, even a broken clock is right twice a day.
Who did, number 10, who did Tom Cruise, a.k.a. Middletooth McGillicuddy, call glib during an interview? Was it Jon Stewart or Matt Lauer? Very nice.
I don't even need the options on that one.
Yeah, you got it. Nicely done.
Why are you being glib?
What's really weird is that Jon Stewart's been at The Daily Show since '99. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Doesn't feel like it, but he has.
No, totally doesn't.
11. What family did Paris and Nicole live with on the first season of The Simple Life?
Hillbilly Jenkins.
It is the Serbert family or the Ledding family.
Let's say I like Cerbert. Let's go Cerbert.
It was the Letting family. All right. What is MySpace Tom's full name? Is it Tom Hadley or Tom Anderson?
Tom Hadley is sounding familiar. I'm going to say Tom Hadley.
Tom Anderson. I actually knew that. This is the only one I've known so far.
Really?
All right. What department store did Winona Ryder get caught shoplifting in?
Choices?
Oh, sorry. Barney's New York or Saks Fifth Avenue?
I think it was Saks Fifth Avenue.
Ding, 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 ding. You got it. All right. How many mugshots did Lindsay Lohan have by the end of the decade? She have 4 or 2.
4 or 2 are the choices?
Yeah. That makes me laugh for some reason.
Man, I can remember 2. So I'm going to say 2. I can't remember more than 2.
Oh, ding, ding, ding. Correct. And you had that you thought nicer of her. That was good of you there.
Yeah.
Wow, there's a million of these. All right.
Okay.
I didn't realize how many. Okay, we're going to tear through these rest ones. Ready?
Yeah. These are fun.
We'll skip some news. I don't care. Here's this. What was the 1 billionth song downloaded on iTunes?
Oh, it was Coldplay's... You'll give me the choices. It was by Coldplay.
Speed of Sound by Coldplay or Don't Forget About Us, Mariah Carey?
It was Speed of Sound by Coldplay.
You are correct.
Yeah.
What actor kissed Halle Berry after winning the Oscar for Best Actor?
It was
Adrian Brody or Jamie Foxx?
Adrian Brody.
Correct. What was the one big fashion trend that Sex and the City started? Flower pins or juicy couture tracksuits?
Not Manolo Blahniks?
Not that.
Let's say juicy couture tracksuits.
Incorrect. I guess dude, that show's beyond me. 18. Who co-hosted the first season of American Idol alongside Ryan Seacrest? Was it Steve?
Dunkelman.
Oh, you got it. Brian Dunkelman. Very well.
Yes, Dunkelman.
They have 2 names. They have Brian Dunkelman and Steve Puckerman. Okay, here's an easy one.
Right.
Who won the first season of Survivor? I don't even have to tell you.
Richard Hatch.
Very nicely done. Elizabeth Hasselbeck was not the winner.
Battlestar Galactica.
Who is Mary Kate or Ash? Oh, no. There's a picture one. We're just going to fake it because you can't see it.
Oh, I have to guess which one's Mary Kate and which one's Ashley?
And I got it wrong. Don't worry. I got it totally
The
wrong.
one that looks like a troll doll is, well, it could be the other one.
It's the other one. Who wasn't a 2000s Pepsi girl? Pink or Avril Lavigne? Which one was not one?
Pepsi girl.
One of those 2 girls were Pepsi girls. Which one is not?
Avril Lavigne, I don't think, was a Pepsi girl.
You are correct. Nicely done. What cheerleading team was Torrance Shipman captain of in Bring It On? The Toros or the Clovers?
What was the first choice?
The Toros.
Let's say the Clovers.
It's the Toros.
The Toros.
That's terrible. All right. Which Destiny's Child member was the first to have a solo Billboard #1 single? Beyonce or Kelly Rowland?
Actually, let's see. I think it was Kelly Rowland.
You are correct. Ding, ding,
Yeah,
ding.
they're trying to pull a little tricky trick on there.
Nice job.
That's all she had, but yeah.
What city did the students at East High School live in High School Musical? Was it Albuquerque, New Mexico, or Salt Lake City, Utah?
Seeing as I don't think you've mentioned it, I'm going to say it's Albuquerque.
Ding, ding, ding. You are correct. Yeah. That's an easy
Otherwise, we would know that as a Salt Lake City connection.
Yeah, I would have had some weird pride in it for some dumb reason.
Right.
Okay, what was the name of Britney Spears' UPN reality show with her then husband Kevin Federline? Was it Britney and Kevin Chaotic or Britney and Kevin Outrageous?
It was chaotic.
All right, you are correct. We know what Brian watched in the 2000s.
Yeah, I never saw an episode of that either.
What famous reality show did this one? Oh, that's another photo. I'll just say Big Brother. I got it wrong.
Bummer.
Which film took home the 2005 Oscar for Best Picture? Was it Crash or was it Brokeback Mountain?
It was 2005 was Crash.
You are correct. Nicely done. What school did Lauren drop out of in second season of Laguna Beach? What the hell is that? Academic.
There was a show called Laguna Beach?
There was. I don't think it lasted very long.
Please let there be one of my answers is, there was a show called Laguna Beach?
It's either Academy of Arts University or FIDM.
Oh, let's say FIDM.
They just guarantee your money at a bank or whatever. All right. Which real-life movie star did Gwen Stefani portray in The Aviator? Was it Jean Harlow or Greta Garbo?
She was... oh, God, I remember her look. I want to say Greta Garbo.
Let's find out. You are incorrect. It's Jean Harlow.
It was Jean Harlow.
She was really good in there, though, I thought.
She was great, yeah.
Who did Justin Timberlake co-headline a tour with in 2003? Beyonce or Christina Aguilera?
Christina Aguilera.
We're almost there, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Ding! You got that one right. Final question.
Have an album from that tour.
Do you really?
Yeah, because it's got.
You are weird.
It's got a cover. No, I don't. I didn't go on the tour. I didn't go see the show, but there was a cover on that, so I picked it up.
I said that as if I suspected you might be weird, and now I know you're weird.
Yeah.
All right. How about this one? Final question. Who tied for the most #1 videos of all time on TRL? You know, with what's his name?
Yeah, with right.
Goober Cheese.
Voice guy.
Yeah.
Here's
your
let
options.
me guess before you give me
Okay,
the choices,
go
though.
Okay.
The most #1 videos in the 2000s.
So it's either going to be blank and blank or blank and blank. That's how it works.
All right. Yeah, give me the choices.
Backstreet Boys and NSYNC or Britney and Eminem.
Eminem. I'll say Britney and Eminem.
Incorrect. You got a total of 18 out of 31.
Well, better than half.
That makes you slightly better than most people probably at that quiz, unless they were. I guess my daughter would probably have gotten that real well.
Oh yeah, right.
That was her prime decade.
Yeah, they asked a lot of stuff about shows that would have been out of my age range. Like if they would have asked about, I don't know, the X-Files or
good shows.
You know, yeah, trying to think exactly. If they would have asked about good shows.
Yeah. Well, wait, X-Files was over by the 2000s.
Before the 2000s.
Yeah,
yes.
it did.
But,
trying to think what would have been the thing we liked in the 2000s. I don't like that decade that much.
Lost was in that decade.
Yeah, okay.
Started in
Okay,
2005.
I'll give you that
2004.
One. You got your Sopranos. You're that. There's many things. You're right.
Yeah.
And it didn't include any of that. I think this test was for 14-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. All right, we're going to tear through a couple of quick evening news bits, and they start with this. Whoops. Nope. They start with this. Oh, nope. This.
Radio today is different. Powerful networks span the nation from coast to coast. Shortwave radio girdles the globe.
For some reason, that got quieter. I don't know why. Evening news. All right. It's brought to you by somebody. Who is it?
Still waking up for an 8 a.m. stream?
No.
Dork. No. Check out Transmission, a morning show covering robots, coffee, and everything else. Join brothers Kyle and Kenny every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 a.m. Mountain Time to discover why you should never hire a cat engineer and how cold pizza can end friendships. Go to goodstuff.fm/transmission.
Sounds good. Says here these frog balls are good for the gut flora and fauna, so I'm going to enjoy it.
Nice. They come via UPS or USPS?
USPS, I believe.
Okay. All right. Well, I should get mine soon.
The United States Postal Service, although lately your mail sucks.
Yeah, I don't like them. Cliff Clavin is spending too much time studying up for Jeopardy.
Yeah, I held on to your letter for a little extra.
Yeah. So, Alex, I'll take stamps for $200. You know, Normie, it's a little known fact that...
It's uncanny. Your thing there is uncanny. All right, Snoopy Poopy Poop Dog. Snoop Dogg.
As opposed to Eminem Man.
Yeah, Eminem Man. That guy. Do I still have all of that from that guy? Hold on. Snoop.
I hope you do.
I have this little one.
Snoopy Poop Dog.
I don't know if I have Eminem Man.
Oh.
Hold on. Now everything froze. Why? All right, well, whatever. I'll come back to it. I'll come back to it.
We'll remember it fondly.
Snoop Dogg has become a grandfather, for shizzle. Speaking of baby news, Snoop Dogg recently became a grandfather. 43-year-old, geez, you're young to be a grandpa, revealed the big news on Instagram when he posted a video of his eldest son, Corday Brodus, age 21, holding his newborn son, Zion. Oh, shit. Let's just continue the trend of bad naming conventions for kids.
I'd say Zion's a better name than Cordy or Cord.
Like, is it Cord Brodus? Brodus, dude.
Brodus.
Yeah. A proud granddad. My son's spanking grandson Zion. Ja bless. Snoop captioned the video. Well, it's nice to know he hasn't changed. He also shared a photo collage featuring images of little Zion with his, is it Zion or Zion? I don't know. With his
Probably
relatives.
Zion.
Oh, that's so annoying, though. Zion!
Lion.
We will protect you from all the Agent Smiths.
Is he? He's not still going by Zion, by Snoop Lion, is he?
No, that was
He's
all
back
big
to dog, yeah.
stupid thing. Okay, here's another post here, and this is how he spelled it. Zion, you with a letter U, have a lot of love. Waitin', because there's a W, capital WAITN, on you grandson, space, exclamation point twice, he wrote.
What? That's way less than 140 characters. He's putting himself under limits that he does not need to put himself under.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hey, do they live in Vegas? They live in Vegas, don't they? It says his son's
Oh,
in a school.
the dogs?
The son grew up in the dogs.
Mm-hmm.
They live in Vegas?
I had no idea.
Well, it says his son it was some show they had on TV where this kid, Broadus, whatever, was pursuing his athletic dreams as a starred wide receiver for the Bishop Gorman High School in Las Vegas. They must have lived there then, at least.
I guess so.
I don't know. Tara Reid and Ian Ziering are back for Sharknado 3. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's happening.
Okay, so I have a newfound respect for Ian Ziering.
Okay, give it.
He's been on Celebrity Apprentice this season.
Yeah.
And talk about a train wreck of people. I mean, there's two Real Housewives on that show, for Pete's sake. If you want to have any idea how bad it is.
Yeah. That's scraping the bottom of the barrel right there.
This year's villain, because they've got to have a villain every year, whether it's Piers Morgan or Gary Busey or whoever.
Right.
This year's villain is absolutely Geraldo Rivera.
Really?
Who's got some sort of weird vendetta or weird rivalry with Ian Ziering, who's an Ian Ziering is like nothing but professional, and you'd be surprised. I mean, he is like
I get that impression at Salt Lake City Comic Con. He seemed like he kind of had it together.
Oh,
to
that's
me.
right. Yeah, because he ran by you or nearly tripped on you.
Nearly tripped on me, and he was so nice, so smiley, so friendly to everybody. I think he's probably the real deal. That guy.
He is.
Probably feels lucky to have this chance to do these weird movies and have this kind of notoriety again. And I think he understands what level it is. Yeah, I think he can laugh at it. I think there's much respect toward that guy.
Well, he's who I'm rooting for on this season of Celebrity Crap Show.
All right, well,
Celebrity Crap Shoot.
Nice. I did like Geraldo on those episodes of Raising Hope. I thought he was pretty funny on there. Let's see here. What are we doing? Moving on. Mariah Carey, she's moving to Vegas, and she's going to have a permanent residency at the Caesars Palace.
That's right.
That's usually a sign of something.
What's that?
That's usually a sign of something, right? Like you don't want to do the regular anymore. You just want to go and perform and just, kind of pull a Britney Spears and never leave again. Isn't that kind of how that goes when you go to Vegas?
Kind of. I mean, it's a prestigious thing to get a residency like that. Celine did it for quite a while. Britney, as you mentioned, did it. Elton John had one for the Red Piano for a while.
He's still there. I think all three of those you just mentioned are still doing it. I think.
No. Celine.
She out?
Left
because they kept showing her butt on these posters when I was there last.
Yeah, she left and came back. Britney is not doing Peep Show anymore, or whatever, and not Peep Show. I don't think there's still a Britney Spears show there anymore. Oh. Maybe I'm wrong, but no, it's not. It's not like the Branson, Missouri kind of thing where that's where you go when you're done.
You go to die. Yeah.
They want you while you're hot because you're going to pull in a crowd. Garth Brooks just wrapped up a really good residency there, and I'm not a big country fan at all, as people know on the show, but he put on one of the best concerts I'll ever admit to seeing. One of my top 15.
Wow.
Because it was really good. He went through his whole history of music that inspired him and did covers of all these songs, and he kept them in his style, but he was true to the feeling of the originals. It wasn't just a matter of like aping crap he heard on the radio when he was a kid. Wow. It was like it was a great homage. So
wow.
It's probably the fact that it was covers that is what I really enjoyed about it, but still it was a good show.
Well, Britney Spears, I'm just looking this up. She has a new tour called Piece of Me Live at Planet Hollywood, and that's okay. So when we were there, we saw her giant head on Planet Hollywood
on the billboard.
That must have been what this is for. So you're right. The old show ended, and now it says she's back with the only thing. I think she never left. They're just giving it a new, I'm assuming this just boosts excitement because then she's done with the tour. Oh no! But she's back. Anyway, who knows?
Olivia Newton-John has been there for a while. Boys II Men.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're still. I saw their stuff everywhere. Also,
Donnie and Marie.
Donnie and Marie will never leave the Flamingo ever. They're just there.
Shania was out there for a while.
Carrot Top will never leave.
No, he's a permanent fixture now.
Yeah, he's in for good. Although
he actually is unable to leave his dressing room with all of his roids.
he can't get out.
He can't get out. They actually, instead of having a stage that he comes out on, they actually just bring cameras into his dressing room and he hulks out.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, good for him.
I'm Carrot Top.
Finally, flu shots are only 23% effective this season, so good luck with those. They screwed up. Normally, they prevent 60 to 65%. It's kind of like your followers in World of Warcraft. And you just kind of go, oh, that's not bad. See, I can do 60. I can do that. And then they come back successful, and you're like, yeah. Well, that's what flu shots usually do. This year, they misfired on the on which mutation, or they didn't see the mutation coming, and it's only about 23% effective. So effectively 20. You're taking a much bigger risk this year. Just being around people with the flu than you would have in previous years. So you should still probably get that shot, but just know that it doesn't mean you can go wipe your hands on the toilet and rub your face with it.
Don't go licking the floor at the local brewery.
Yeah, or even letting some dude sneeze on you.
Right.
Because it's a bad one.
Tina's upstairs kind of sick right now, so I wonder if that's what happened to her.
I hope not. She have fever and stuff?
Just like a congestion and just being flat out worn out. So I'm thinking there's a possibility that it's a flu. Yeah,
sounds fluey. Did you guys get shots or no?
We did. Yep.
Oh, you did? Mm-hmm. We haven't done it yet. We probably should. Ugh, I hate this stuff. Anyway.
Well, obviously didn't do much, did it?
No, it didn't, I guess. There's that. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Dan, the game board man, will be here. We'll talk to Dan a little bit, and then we'll do your Twitter questions. Before all that, Brian's got music. What do you got for me?
This one is going out to Morningwood.
Whoa.
Says, happy anniversary to my nerd girl with the pizza butt. Love you, PBK forever.
Pizza butt.
Nerd girl with the pizza butt. All right.
Sure.
So it says, love the froyo. My girlfriend and I, PBK112, when she's in the tadpole, are celebrating our anniversary on Friday. So if you can play this on TMSPM, if you can fit it in, we usually listen to it the next day. And his request, speaking of Celine Dion, I'm sorry, this is not Celine Dion. Speaking of Whitney Houston, which
we brought her up. Sure, why not?
Yes, I was thinking My Heart Will Go On and not I Will Always Love You. This actually was originally done by Dolly Parton, of course, for the film Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, but everybody younger than 30 knows it as the song that Whitney Houston sang for The Bodyguard. The fine folks from Me First and the Gimme Gimmes recorded it for an album last year called Are We Not Men? We Are Diva. Fantastic cover album.
All right.
And this is I Will Always Love You.
All right. We'll play it. We'll be back. Stay tuned. Whew, sheesh, holy hoo-ha. That was great.
Yeah, rocking.
That was nothing like the original or
No.
its copy in that movie. And I liked it.
Quite different.
Yeah, really good. All right, we're going to add Dan. Oh, man. Hold on. D-A-N.
Oh, that's how you spell Dan.
Oh, poo. D-A-N.
D-A-N Dan.
Hey,
D-A-N Dan. Hot water burn baby.
Yeah. What's that from?
It's Rain Man. That's
Rain Man. It was ringing so familiar. It's funny. That's a movie I want my kids to see, and we've yet to do it. I have this list, and we've talked about the list and movies to see.
It's one that I did for with Tristan, and this was
right.
on it.
That's right. I think you reminded me that that should be the one to do, and I did that, or no, I want to do that, but we're gonna do Castaway first because it's on Netflix right now.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Yeah, I want them to see Castaway. I know a lot of people are iffy on Castaway. I am not iffy on it. I think it's great.
No, I like it a lot.
I think Tom Hanks, almost said Cruise, is amazing, and that's all you need. So F off, all you need, say are haters.
They say are haters.
I just realized that I got a text from Dan earlier. This may be why he's not answering. Hold on.
Okay.
Dan Patrice.
He's saying, "Screw you."
He said, "What time is it in?" So 5. Oh, he may think we're at a different time.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Well, he'll be ready in an hour, folks.
Yeah, he'll be. We won't be having Dan today.
Aw.
Because he doesn't get home till late. All right, well, we'll figure something out for future stuff. But that's okay. We'll roll right into Twitter questions. Why the hell not? We got those.
This gives us a little more time for tweeting.
It's a pound sign. Hashtag.
Oh,
I do it every time. Ask TMS is the hashtag.
Go board.
Yeah, this is the hashtag, and you guys send it via Twitter, and we answer your questions because we really like to. And so we're going to do that right now. And they start with this one. I'm going to give you a good one, Brian.
Okay.
Why do you make fun of how Patrick says really, but not how Brian says orange and horrible? So I don't know what he's talking about. Say orange.
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 Horrible. Does he mean Brian Dunaway or Brian Ibbett?
He means you. You just did the thing. So I would say orange. You would say orange.
Orange.
I would say
orange is the new black.
I would say
it's horribly funny.
I would say horrible. You would say horrible.
Horrible.
Yeah, I'd say horrible. Like whore. Like you dirty whore.
Yeah, I get that.
Where do you keep the whores? And you would say
No, when I'm in Vegas I call them hars.
Right, har. Can someone point me to the closest har?
Where can I find some hars?
Some house of ill repute where there are many hars for me to choose from. All right. Yeah, I think it's just local dialect. You just say it different. It's fine.
Yeah.
But we make fun of Patrick because he's Patrick. He's French.
Yeah, and it's because he says that often.
Yeah.
I don't say orange in every sentence.
Yeah, you don't go, oh, this orange is very orange. It's like you're saying it over and over. He does that with really.
Right.
In fact, you know what? I have proof of this. Hold on. Someone made this for the instance. You get a little peek at it now. Hold on. Let's see. Let's put that over here so I can play it in the thing. Okay. Scott, you're taking too long. There it is. All right, here's some of just Patrick. This is literally him on the instance only. Okay, here it is.
Really, 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 really.
It's only a minute.
Really, 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 really.
There's more.
Really, 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 really.
The music's the best.
Really,
It is. That's the best part of it.
really, 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 really,
Almost
really,
done.
really, assholes.
All right, there's Patrick for you.
All right. In your Skype, you will
Yeah.
find a link
All right.
to the Cambridge Dictionary,
Okay. Ooh, I like
and
I
it
like
shows
this.
you how to pronounce ORANGE
Okay.
in British English and American English.
All right, let's do the British first.
Orange,
Orange.
No, he says orange. Play that again.
orange,
Orange.
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 Orange. Okay. Then we say
Orange.
See?
orange.
Orange.
We say orange.
Orange.
That's how I say it.
I was raised by
British
my
people.
British father.
Oh, don't forget, Brian's got the British. He's right in line there with the British. Here's another way to say it.
Orange. Orange.
Okay, here's another U.S.
Orange.
Oh, are these all the same?
Orangeness.
Orangeness.
Orangeness?
Orangeness.
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 Okay.
Orangeness.
Orangeness.
The way she says it, see, he says,
Orangeness.
there is the answer.
It's
She
like
says,
Orangeness.
uh-huh.
It's like 3 syllables, 2
Yeah.
syllables.
She's like, I don't know what to do. She's like a robot. I was not programmed to love.
Orangeness.
All right.
Those people on the Jersey Shore are covered with orangeness.
Computer, why are we flying that direction?
Orangeness.
Something's wrong with the computer.
Orangeness. 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 Orangeness.
And the ship goes down. All right.
Orange is the new orange.
That was a fun little trip through
It
time.
was.
Where are we? Is that literally our first question? It was. All right, next up. What the crake with American chocolate? It's a bit of poo. George McKay. He wrote, what the crake, C-R-A-I-C, with American chocolate? It's a bit of poo.
Crake.
I don't know how to answer that because I
Shoot,
don't
let
know
me
what a
open that
maybe he
Cambridge
meant,
dictionaries online again.
maybe
C-R-A-I-C?
yeah, C-R-A-I-C.
That's not a word.
No, it's not.
Oh, no, there it is.
It is?
Yeah, it's a noun.
Oh wait.
Enjoyable time spent with other people, especially when the conversation is entertaining and funny.
Well then how?
The boys went driving round the town just for the crake.
That's really weird.
Craftily.
Oh no, that's not the right word.
Craftiness.
No. I don't want any of that. Some of these. Yeah,
It's
okay.
up top, isn't it? Right there.
Crafty.
Oh, why is it crafty? Hold on. Okay,
Crack. Crack.
here's U.S.
Crack.
Crack.
Hmm.
Okay,
Just for the crack.
just for the crack.
Crack.
All right. So the answer is crack. Okay, here's one. When is autopilot coming back? Oh, that's a question for autopilot, not for TMS. Jeez,
Yeah,
Matt.
Jeez.
We don't know. We've talked a little bit about it. Right now, the biggest problem is Tom and I have added about 5 projects each since, and it's a little crazy, so we don't know. It's just a time thing, but we'll let you know. How about this, Brian? Fat Cat Kirk says, if you could get a sequel to any movie that doesn't have one, what would it be and why? So any movie, you just pick one. Do you want it to
The
have
Matrix.
a sequel? Oh, good. Well, they have
Because
sequels.
it doesn't have sequels.
You're
do
still
not exist.
Yeah, Brian's still. He's right though. He's right to believe that way.
No, let's see. With all honesty, Fifth Element. I feel like we may have answered this question, but I think Fifth Element is
That's a good one. Yeah, I like that one. How about a Die Hard sequel? Just kidding.
or James Bond.
Yeah.
That movie
Yeah.
needs a sequel.
Yeah, someone pull that out of the closet and blow off the dust. Let's get that up.
How about Spider-Man?
Spider-Man. I can't think of anything, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I just want another story told in the Fifth Element universe. It doesn't even have to be about Leeloo Dallas and that whole business.
I know this is dumb and I don't actually want it, but a Shawshank Redemption after they got out of the prison thing might be interesting.
Oh yeah, right. Red and
It's a little Aftermash, though. The problem with Aftermash isn't that Aftermash was bad, even though it was. It's that Aftermash didn't understand what the value of being in a war zone meant. Because the war zone creates all this tension and conflict, and when you leave that and can't take it with you, thus stays the plot point that mattered most.
The war was a character in MASH,
and it was the most
just
important
having Andy
character.
Dufresne and Red running around Zihuatanejo,
Making boats.
right? Opening a detective agency,
Yeah, it's a bad idea. I just kind of want to know where they ended up. That's all.
right?
Give me some fanfic or something. Red looked into his eyes. Anyway, I don't want that kind of fanfic. Let's see. How about this one? Which is worse, not being able to read any comics or not being able to play any video games ever? Asked Tony Abbott. Probably,
Oh, I got an answer for that.
I'd
Easy.
probably say comics.
Yeah, not being able to read comics.
Because to me, that's
You
so
can
much
get storylines from, again, this sounds familiar, but you can get a storyline from a video game that would supplement the comic.
Yeah,
But you
agree.
can't get a game while reading a comic.
No, but and so many games get their inspiration from comic origins, and I don't mean literally, but just sometimes just like the kind of game it is inspired by what people took from comic. I just think comics are important. So
Right.
I think we both go comic. That may surprise some because I love me some video games. Don't get me wrong. I played some of them today. I sure love them.
Aw.
Ryan Rhino Thomas says, "What is the podcast app to use on iOS? Apple Podcasts keeps letting me down. I would recommend Overcast highly. I love Overcast. I also think, and it's free, and then you can buy some features. And so when you buy all the features, it's like $4 total.
What was the? I'm sorry. The question again was
Your favorite podcast app to use for iOS?
That's what I thought. Okay, yeah, Overcast is mine too. I was thinking it was like, for some reason I was thinking it was an iOS game called Overcast, and I forgot about.
Oh yeah, the app.
Yeah, the big problem with the Overcast is it doesn't support chaptered podcasts.
Ooh, and yeah, Brian.
And I produce one. I produce one of those so that people can listen to Coverville and say, I don't like this song, but I'd like to hear what the next song is. Boop. They just hit the next button like they're going to the next song on their iPod, and it goes to the next song within my show.
Yeah. Hey, Brian, look at that over there. Hey, Brian, it's fine. Just use Overcast. Brian won't even know. Okay, what? Oh, there's nothing? Okay.
Downcast handles that very well.
Downcast is a great
almost
app.
as good as Overcast.
Yeah, Downcast was my app of choice until Overcast came out.
Yeah,
So
to be completely honest, I actually use Overcast because I don't listen to any chaptered podcast.
yours is the only one.
Right.
You might be the only one left.
No, MacCast still does it,
That's because you and
Mac Geek Gab,
you and him are just the old school, man.
Adam Christensen,
Yeah,
and I
you
are
and
like,
Adam
we're the
are-
holdouts.
Yeah.
Apple, bring this back. You just wait.
My landing page of my browser is Podcast Pickle, and I'm not changing it.
Go vote for me on Podcast Alley.
Podcast Alley. I want to beat Keith and the girl this week. Okay. Audie Norman says, "What's your favorite sci-fi robot and/or sci-fi AI?" Sci-fi robot. I didn't expect to like as much as I did those robots in Interstellar.
I was just thinking that
Yeah.
they move so cool, and they've got
I thought I was gonna hate them, but I
little
really
personalities. No, they're cool.
liked them. Yeah, but as far as my favorite,
The Iron Giant.
oh, that's an easy pick. I like that one. I don't mean it's easy like
Right.
way to
No,
pick an
that's
easy
a-
one, Brian. I mean
that's
that's a
an
great
easy one to like.
That's a great one. Yeah, it's hard not to like that guy and want him on your side.
Yeah, for sure.
Except when he gets like his seizure and then turns into evil robot man.
Right. Starts glowing red. Yeah, that's the bad one.
That's the only downside. Yeah, that's probably even answers the second question. My favorite AI. I just like that kind of simple, almost like your pet kind of AI in a robot.
Well, no, I'd like an AI that's smarter than not having to learn everything like Iron Giant was. Like there the robots in Interstellar would be my pick.
I might pick that Chappie. I don't know what Chappie's tone is yet because it's not out yet and we've only seen trailers. But I think I'm gonna really like that.
I think so too.
Some people are like, "Oh, it's for kids." One guy told me, he says it looks like a remake of Short Circuit because there's an Indian guy in it. Like, yeah,
That's funny.
That's why.
No, I'm super curious. It's the District 9 guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Directing this.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about what this is going to be.
Yeah.
And
He's a police robot. That's all we know.
and watching the trailers, it's like, all right, I know that's not a guy in the suit. Is that CGI or is that
mocap CGI, man?
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's not too different than other stuff. He's clearly been working up to that with some of his other work, and I know he's not the effects guy, but he likes the look of that, and this feels in line with District 9 stuff and other things. It looks really cool. I'm pretty
It's
stoked
gorgeous. Yeah, it's really cool.
about it. It's got that weird girl in it. Who's that singer? And the guy, it's some pair. They like do weird psycho videos. She's got a Beats headphones, either ad or album cover or something, where her eyes are pure black. She's jet blonde, pale, pair of Beats on, and then blood is just dripping out of her mouth. You know the one I'm talking about?
No, I don't know.
Beats.
I
Blood.
don't know what that is. Die Antwoord?
That's it.
Or D, I guess it would be D Antwoord if it's German.
Yeah, it's the two. They're like a pair. I feel dumb
I'm
saying
opening
it.
up a picture of this.
Yeah, I'll find it too.
Oh. I am unfamiliar, but
They're sort of weirdly famous. Well, how do you spell it?
DIE
DIE.
and ANT, and I'm sure Google will fill in the rest when you get that. Yolandi is the woman you're talking
Yeah,
about.
what you need to do, if you really want to be weirded out, is watch some of these videos they make. There's some freaky shite going on.
I'm frightened just looking at Google Images at pictures of them.
Yeah, they're weird. She's like this little pixie, but she's kind of insane, and they're both in this movie like as characters in it.
Huh.
So or something.
Oh, there's the picture you're talking about the Beats headphones with the blood dripping out of it. Okay.
Yeah, that's the one.
I'll put that in the
She's freaky.
tadpole for everyone to enjoy.
She's freaky.
Oh, they're a South African band?
Oh, they are?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, maybe that's why they're in it, because that's all South African production people and everything. I think that director is South African. Well, anyway, good stuff. Good times. I don't know if their music's any good. I really don't listen to any of it. So I don't
Well,
know
you
what's
saw
happening.
the videos. How's the music while you're listening to the videos?
It's a bit like
Crack.
there you go.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. Or if I was to live here.
crack,
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
See,
now I
now-
know, because I didn't
now-
understand it the first time you said it.
Craggy.
No. Not craggy.
craggy,
Oh, come on now. What's going on here?
Crack.
There we go.
Crikey.
Crikey?
Is what they're trying to say.
Crap. Crap.
That's awesome. How about
Hold
this
on.
one?
I want that again.
Crappy.
Hold on.
Crappy. Hold on.
Crash.
What else? How about okay.
Crap.
He has great tone.
Crap.
He has great tone.
Crap.
There's a little bit of a
like a
little bit of
little-
a twang in there.
Yeah, he's a little bit pissed or something.
Crap.
Oh, that's too fun. All right.
They're out of breadsticks at the Olive Garden.
Yeah, crap. All right, here is blah, 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 blah. Let's see. I'm going to skip ahead on a couple of these. Mendoza wants to know if I'm ready for his army because apparently there's some photos of a bunch of geese lining up.
Are you ready to receive my
Blip, blip, blip.
goose army?
Goose, army.
Army?
Let's see. I just upgraded my phone, says Big Wobbles, from a 4S to a 6 Plus. Any app or game recommendations to best utilize my new Precious? There's so many. Oh my gosh, I wouldn't even know where to start. I can tell you right now, I'm kind of enamored with this cute little game that's very old school arcade that is super addicting called Drop Wizard. It's either a buck or free, I forget. It's really fun. Play Drop Wizard.
Drop Wizard.
And Crossy Road and about 10 other things, yes.
I would recommend Device 6 if you haven't played that yet, because that'll be great on that size screen.
Yeah, that's true.
I wouldn't go with a tinier screen than that. And I've been hearing good things about, and it's the IGN app of the week, Valiant Hearts,
Oh, Valiant Hearts is amazing. I have that on the PC. It's an incredible game.
and it's free right now. If you go to the IGN, let me find it. I'll
You
put it in
got to
the
sign
show
up.
notes.
You got to sign up for an IGN account, but it's no big deal.
Here we go. If you go IGN Prime promo Valiant Hearts free, I'll put a link in the show notes. But you can download it for free, and it's normally like
It's like $4.99, is it?
something like that. Yeah. So
PC version
There's-
I paid $15 for when it was new and loved it. And it made many people's top 10 games of the year.
it looks like a gorgeous game. I haven't played it yet, but I've been hearing great things about it. So
It's pretty neat. All right.
oh, Dan is available.
Oh, is he? Well, let's finish out with Dan.
Yeah. You got one last question to use for us though? One close out with the TMSPM.
Let's see. Can you explain how Steam Gaming works? Do you have the games forever? Is it something to install? Do you recommend a dedicated PC? Charles, Steam requires a PC, so you want a PC or a Mac. I mean, they'll work on that, and there's Linux and all that versions. You have the games forever, and they are yours. You own them. And so that's it. It's super easy. You just go in and use it as think of it as a storefront to buy your games. You buy them and they're yours forever. There's no monthly fee. You don't pay anything extra. You just play it on a PC. Off you go. It's my favorite gaming service, period. It's totally that. I also I like Battle.net a lot. I like PSN. I like a lot of things, but I think Steam is the best. Okay. Dan, the man with the plan. And a can
He
of Spam.
can't do it. No one can.
Oh, so you made a better rhyme than I did.
Well, I stole it.
Bastard.
Other people have used that. Look at this game called Shadowmatic. I was getting on to download Drop Wizard.
Yeah.
This thing called Shadowmatic caught my eye, and you have to make shadows on the wall.
See, there's your problem, is you find something that caught your eye.
I know.
That's today's reverent opening for
Yes, and I do
Patrice.
say unto thee that there shall be maple and chips.
Put your hands on the
There
TV.
shall be crap.
That's right. There'll be crap. Dan, how's it going, man? How you doing?
All right, boys, how you been?
Been good, dude. It's Dan Patrice, everybody. He is not only a avid board gamer and tabletop gamer, he is a father, a husband, and a pharmacist. So every once in a while, I'm like, Dan, is it okay if I take 3 of these with milk? And he'll come back and
Look
go,
infected.
I got this arsenic stuff that's been laying around. Is it all right if I take those tonight?
can I put rat poison
Scott,
up
put
my
those back.
bum? Can I do that before my bum scope?
Can you recommend a good mixer for NyQuil?
That sounds
Nope,
about
chase
right.
that with some whiskey.
I'm sure you guys have a lot of weird stories you could tell, and I won't ask you to tell them here, but I am guessing a place with lots of substances that what people sometimes are addicted to must
yeah.
have stories to tell.
Well, there's even when you don't even go into the controlled substance crazies and the people forging and the fact that I've actually had somebody in a drive-through pharmacy get closed in by the cops because they were trying to pick up their forged
wow.
prescription.
Oh, wow.
And the cops surrounded them.
That's
And they
intense.
didn't really have anywhere to go. But you'd be surprised the amount of things I'm asked to look at when working in retail pharmacy. People will ask you, they have no qualms at all. They're like, here, take a look at this. Can you tell me what this is?
You mean like
and
a
I'm not just
rash or
talking like
something?
about their arm.
Yeah.
People will like pull their bra open and be like, can you check this out for me? And I'm
Really?
like, whoa.
Wow, they must. Well, those are usually people that are used to seeing doctors for tons of reasons, but weird. Like,
Yeah,
I
well,
can't
you gotta
imagine.
Remember, they don't have to pay me to look at something.
Oh,
you
sure.
pay a doctor like $50 just to go through the door.
That's a good point. I just can't imagine going into, like, say, a Walmart or a Target or something to their pharmacy and going, does this penile growth look cancerous? You know?
Yeah, I've had somebody open their pants before, but it was like their upper leg. But even then, I was a little weirded out at first.
Yeah,
you know.
sure. I would have been. Sorry, that was weird. That sound that made. I would have been completely weirded out by that. That would have been
Yeah,
freaky
you know,
as hell.
it's pretty common to get things on people's feet, on their backs, and stuff like that. But when somebody comes over there, the first thing they're doing is unbuckling their pants. You're like, whoa,
Yeah,
hold
but,
down there,
but
Trigger.
you're up
Hold
there.
up there, partner.
Are you in one of those where you're up high though, compared to them? You're like up on the upper level.
Well, luckily, I don't work in retail anymore. My wife works for a retail chain that has a big round circle that
Circuit
stands
City.
for.
Okay,
But
big round
she has
circle.
more stories than I do. I currently work more mail order, so I don't have to see anybody face to face, which is a
Are
good
there
thing.
That's
are
good.
there smaller concentric circles within the big circle?
You might be onto something there.
If I had a gun and I was looking to improve my aim, would I use it to?
you might use it to get a little bit better.
Okay.
But and they're actually one of the better places to work too.
Well,
you
yeah,
know, any
they're a little
place that
higher
you-
class anyway.
Yeah, anytime you get things that can distract people, you know, when you go into regular pharmacy like a Walmart, not even a Walmart, like a CVS or something, they're there for you and they're going to sit there and stare at you. But you go to a place where there's red circles with circles in the middle, they're going to shop for a lot of other things before they come back to see you.
Yeah, they're gonna go buy books and DVDs and things.
And even maybe some board games.
Who knows?
Oh,
Oh, good
good segue.
transition. Nice job. What
Well, did
is
you guys
on
get
the?
to play anything for the Christmas break? Any of my recommendations at all?
Well,
I bought both of them. Well, I bought 2 of the 3. So I think you gave us Sushi Go and then Telestrations and Snake Oil,
Yep.
right? And I ended up buying Telestrations, which is fantastic and hilarious.
That's awesome.
yeah.
And then I also bought Snake Oil, which we played with Tina's parents. And let me say that Tina's mom really didn't quite get the game. And we played it so much, we went through the entire deck of people cards.
Oh, wow.
I mean,
I'm
we
so
played it all
sorry.
night, and the entire time. So again, just to refresh everybody's memory, you get like it's like apples to apples, but instead of it being anonymous, you're selling things to the person who is the judge, and they say, "I'm a cheerleader," and then you have to sell them things. Instead of combining the words, like if it was an energy blanket. Right. And oh, you're a cheerleader. You're totally going to need to like wrap yourself up in an energy blanket when you come off the field to like restore your energy so you can get back out there and cheer some more. She was saying, well, you're a cheerleader. So you're going to need energy. So here's energy. Now you might get cold, so you're gonna need a blanket. So here's a blanket.
That's amazing.
The entire night, Christmas Eve, playing that game with him. And we were laughing so hard because we were seeing where she was going with each thing, and we were saying, "I'll bet the word is frog."
Wow. Wow.
It almost sounded like you were trying to sell her spoilers for a second there.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you what, she thought that game was
crap,
There you go. Those are her words.
Well,
we
I'm
were
sorry.
laughing at her.
I'm sorry
no.
that one of them wasn't a hit, though. I mean, that,
No. Don't get me wrong. Both of them were hits.
They shouldn't say, Brian, you know what they should quit doing? They should quit saying 8 years and up. They should say 8 years through, and then
Right.
at some point they
No,
just aren't going
both
to get it.
games were nonstop laughter. Like it was so much fun. Both of them fantastic recommendations. So
Yeah. Well, I can
good,
tell
I'm
you.
glad.
I can tell you what
Yes.
we did. We were in Vegas the whole time, so we didn't play any big, complicated board games. But we played a lot of Jackbox, the collection on PSN. That thing's ridiculously fun, and nothing
wasn't
like
that
a board
by the
game.
guys that made You Don't Know Jack?
Yeah, it's the same people. It includes You Don't Know Jack 2015, and then it includes like 4 other board games included, and they're all amazing. I can't say enough about that collection. It's insane. In fact, Xbox One people should get it now because it's on sale today.
Oh
You
wow.
should totally buy it. If you have PSN, I think it's $24. It's on all the consoles, including the old ones. It's great.
I'm gonna wait to buy until I'm ready to play it, unless it goes on sale, and then I'm gonna buy it that day.
It's amazing. Such an amazing game. You just bring your phone or your tablets or your touch device of any kind. It doesn't even matter, and it's all on the TV, and it's insane. I cannot believe that game exists. It's too much fun.
And they're still nice and snarky and everything. in
Oh,
there?
it's snarky as hell and back, and it's brilliantly snarky. And I've never laughed so hard. There's a game that's included called Drawful, this drawing game, that it's laugh out loud hilarious, and it's like some weird combination of, what's that game?
Pictionary?
Balderdash and Pictionary, kind of
cool.
mashed together. Very hard to explain, but extremely fun. And it doesn't matter what device you have; it all works. It's genius. That whole collection, absolutely mind-blowingly good for $24. It's stupid cheap for what you get out of it. With kids, the family, everyone's hooked, and everyone's gone out and bought it themselves now because they just loved it. Anyway, so that was a big deal. Also, I can't say much about it yet, but I spent, and Dan's going to hear about this soon because he's going to have to hardcore test this for me. But we spent a bunch of time in Vegas. I haven't told people about this. A bunch of time in Vegas designing my card game that I've been working on for a couple of years. So I've had a concept forever, dinking around with it here and there, built a little fake prototype to actually try to suss out some of the rules and some of the stuff. And at the end of it, found ourselves playing until midnight one night going, we're just playing this because we're having fun, not because we're building something or testing it anymore. So I actually think I might be onto something.
Oh,
with
that's
it.
awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It's a 1v1 kind of card battle thing that I'm super stoked about. Very soon people can hear more about it. But
It's funny because I was going to let you know that in a couple of weeks, Unpub, which is basically an unpublished game convention that every year is in. This Unpub 5 is coming up in Baltimore, and I'll be up there. A lot of the guys that I podcast or play games with and do everything with, they're the people who run Unpub. So we're going to be up there testing all sorts of prototypes. If you get that to me,
when you going? When you going?
Table.
What's the day? What's the date?
It's the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th is Unpub of February. I'll be up there in Baltimore.
Oh, I bet I'm not ready by then. Maybe.
Well, I can still take a look at it. What
not prepared.
What I may send you as well, Scott, for you to try out is I've made the Frog Pants Network podcast battle game.
Oh, really? What?
What? Really?
Yep. Yeah, and I'll give you guys a little more information about that. I'll give you a tease now, but I'll give you some more information about how it plays next week. It's a nice little, same thing. It's a one-on-one, nice little card game.
Oh, nice. All right. I'm down with that. More the merrier. Let's
collect
do
them
this.
all.
Well, more on that later. What's your recommendation this week? What's going on? What should we be playing?
A little bit more expensive than some of the stuff we mentioned, but still a great game. On Christmas, I got to play kind of a new hotness game called Cult Express.
Yeah.
And now it takes place on a train. I'm going to put a little link in the Skype chat for you guys to take a look at a picture. Everybody is an outlaw, and you have this really cool 3D train that all the outlaws are trying to get through the train and steal all the money. Now, how this works is really cool. Everybody's going to basically be programming actions. So you've got different actions that you can do. You'll have movement up. You can get onto the roof of the train. There'll be movement left or right to move the cars of the train. There'll also be shoot. There'll be punch. You can also move the marshal. There is a marshal on the train, and I believe, and you could also loot. if there is money there. And I think I mentioned punch. You can punch the other outlaws and they have to drop some of their money. So on your turn, basically there's going to be 4 or 5 rounds depending on which cards come up. So you'll go in turn order and you play one of your cards face up, unless there's certain rounds that it makes you play your cards face down, but you're playing them down in face up order one by one, and you're trying to remember what each person has played, which card. So you have 9 cards in your deck, but you're only going to actually draw out, I think, something along the lines of 4 or 5 cards each round. So you may not see certain cards each round. So you're basically playing these cards, you're trying to remember what other people are playing, and then when it comes around to you, you're trying to also plan ahead. So after everybody's played their cards, you flip over the deck, and then one by one, you're flipping the cards back over, and then everybody's resolving their actions. So again, like I said, certain people can play cards face down as an action for their power, or if you go through what's called a bridge, which is one of the action cards, you play your card face down. So some really funky things happen. So I mean, if you move, you can go onto the top of the train, and then you can shoot. So and if nobody's there, you don't hit anybody. But if you shoot and somebody's next to you, nobody gets killed or anything. But what you do is you give them a card that's a bullet card that goes into their deck, which is kind of like a deck building game. It makes it a little bit more useless, their deck. So they may get these bullet cards, and then they, when they're drawing their 4 cards each round, they may not be able to do a whole lot, and they have to take an action to get some more cards. So then each car has a certain amount of a different loot, whether there's like a diamond or maybe just a sack of gold, like you see the trophy sack of gold like you see in the old timey, West things. So you're moving around, and you could also move the marshal, and if the marshal's in there, then you kind of have to take a marshal bullet card, and then you get chased away. And if anybody punches you, when you have to drop one of your loots. So you play this for 4 or 5 rounds, you see who has the most money, and that's the game. It's an amazingly fun game. I played with my 8 and my 11-year-old at home. We had it was like 5 or 6 of us playing. It's a ton of fun. I mean, you wouldn't think that it's pretty lighthearted. You can't take it too seriously, obviously, because it's programmable actions, and it's a funny little thing. But just seeing a 3D train like that is really cool.
Yeah, those guys, the little cowboys on there, are they like meeples, or what are they?
Yep, they're wooden cowboys.
Okay, I like them. They look cool. They don't have 50 points of articulation, but they'll do in a pinch.
That's right. I mean, it's cool. They look like they've got kind of bullets. Guns on each side, and each one of your players has a special power. We like variable player powers. Like one, I think Belle. She's too pretty to be shot if somebody else is around. So if you're in the same car as somebody else, they have to actually attack somebody else instead of you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's some good old-fashioned really Old West sexism right there. I like that.
That's right. And
not bad.
Then there's also another guy where he plays his first card every single round face down. He's the ghost, so he's a little more wily. So you don't really know what's coming for him, so you can't really kind of plan around what he's doing. And when you're flipping these cards over and you're doing stuff, it's pretty cool to see how things work out.
Well, that looks pretty awesome. I really like like you said, the 3D nature of it. The art's really cool, like very kind of Disney-esque cards and characters and stuff. It looks rad. Colt Express is the name.
You can probably get it for between $40 and $45 if you look at the right place. I mean, I know some places will have it for a little over $50, but I think it'll come down as that time goes on. It's probably a little bit harder to find right now, but $40 is probably a good price.
Well, let me ask you this: when this is a quick question, this is a total side question. We're talking about unpublished games.
Yeah.
Is it a thing in the industry? Because nowadays, if you're a book author or you're making a comic book or whatever, self-publishing is totally easy to do. It's not like a thing that can be hard. You can manage your own sales. You can do your own thing. If people self-publish in the board gaming world or the tabletop world, are they treated like lesser thans by the mainstream player base? Or do they see that as like, oh, low rent, crappy, nothing good's coming out of there, and only trust stuff by big publishers? Like, how does it work in gaming?
A little bit of both,
because
because right now, I mean, we're still in that age of the Kickstarter explosion.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's kind of starting to die down a little bit, because like about 1.5 to 2 years ago, every Kickstarter that was going up there seemed like it was funding. Now people are being a little more picky again, because some people have been burned. Very rarely, I mean, they don't get burned quite as much as some of the electronic ones. Yeah. People have gotten burned, but if something funds, generally it comes out. when it comes to board games, because and a lot of times people will go through somewhere, like there's companies that will run Kickstarter campaigns for you, so they'll take a lot of the art assets and things like that, or help you with the art, and then they'll do a lot of the hard work. It's just you're just really publishing through them. But you got to have your ducks in a row if you're going to go through the Kickstarter route, as far as having some good things. You better have some videos. You have people like us that we get the Geek All Stars, we get sent a lot of things, a lot of prototypes or a lot of finished games that are about to go to publish, so that we can review them and we can get the word out for them.
Sure.
And that helps a lot of Kickstarters too, to be able to, because we've played it and we could vouch for games. Because if something's crap, I'm going to say it's crap, because I'm not going to put my name behind it. But if we get a game that we've tested, maybe we help test, we give them some ideas, or we tell them, because my co-host is a publisher himself for Dice Hate Me Games, so we kind of know what goes into the process as well.
Well, if Dan knows if he knows it's
crap,
he'll call it
crap.
there.
So nowadays people want to see those reviews on their Kickstarter, and they want to see the bits. They want to see that you look like you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
If you don't have a good campaign, it's not going to fund.
All right. How do you say orange, by the way?
Orange?
Okay. If you're with Brian on that one, how do you say horrible?
Horrible.
Yeah, I think
Well, we
Brian,
say horrible.
Brian, you've got a little bit of I think the East Coast and the British thing is
I'm not saying horrible.
right. No,
Horrible. Oh, that's horrible.
that's mad.
Well, you got to
horrible.
remember,
yeah.
I'm a big nose Italian guy, so
yeah, you
so
are.
I have some of that. So when I go into the store to see my Uncle Vinny,
Yeah. At that store with the circle with the other circles in it. I know the one.
the store, it's all right.
Brilliant.
But
So
I
anyway,
had an
this
Uncle
thing.
Sonny that lived in Brooklyn, and he owned a candy store named Carbone's.
Oh my
So
gosh.
wasn't allowed in the back store when I was a little kid.
Let the stereotypes fly. My gosh.
Really? What
that's-
was going on back there?
That's amazing. You should have been on The Sopranos. All right, Colt Express it is, everybody. Go check it out. Find reviews at BoardGameGeek.com, and that sounds like a really fun one. I'm going to consider that one for sure.
Totally does, yeah.
Dan the Man, where can people find you so they know what else is happening in the world of board games?
You can check me out, thegeekallstars.com. And real soon, I was on our good buddy Adam Christensen's MacCast.
Oh, lovely.
We were talking about iOS board games, so that'll be dropping within the next week or so.
Yeah.
That was a real good show.
It's becoming
cool.
fertile ground for that platform for board games being converted. It's working out nicely for.
So board games that have been converted to iOS, or board games that like incorporate a tablet?
No, that's different too. Yeah, that's another burgeoning that's coming out. That's a whole nother thing. But yeah, it was just iOS ports.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times they started off really leery of iOS ports, because all these companies thought they were going to lose money, but when people like Ticket to Ride and Days of Wonder realized that they were making a fortune after they put their app out, and that was just not even just from app sales, from board game sales because of the app.
Yeah.
So now it's exploding. It's amazing how many great games are coming out.
Really good stuff, card battle stuff, and certainly it doesn't hurt that you have a mega hit like Hearthstone driving a lot of that. But it's going to be interesting to see these kinds of experiences show up more and more as video games.
Yeah, and like you were saying with the quality, they want to see good quality. So that's what's going to fuel that industry is making more quality companies putting out quality products on the iOS.
It's a picky bunch, man. The player base. It's there is no fooling around. I think with tabletop gamers, it doesn't feel like the same. You can kind of dink around a little bit in video games and other forms of media and entertainment, TV or whatever. You can kind of get an audience anyway, even if you're kind of half-assing it. I feel like in board games, they don't let you get away with it.
Well, people talk, you see how many threads and stuff on Board Game Geek. It's a bigger community now, but still it's a smaller community, and word spreads like fire, wildfire, because people know who to go to on Twitter and stuff. A lot of the big reviewers, they'll tell you, someone's trying to slip a fast one by you that's not worth the money. Wait till it goes on sale, or you got to grab this now.
Yeah. Or if something's poopy, you're going to know, and poopy is poopy. Or as our friends at Cambridge Dictionaries Online says,
crap.
All right, very good. Dan, stay out of trouble, dude. Let's do this again. There may not be. Well, there won't be next week, but maybe the week after that we'll get you back. Next week's my test.
Good.
I don't know what's
happening.
happening.
I've got a pretty good hipster one lined up, like a not quite all that well-known game, a nice little, not social deduction, but a deduction game coming on that I've been really itching to tell you guys about, but too many good things have come in place, so I can't wait to tell you guys about it.
If that itch doesn't go away, you can find it. You probably have some friends.
I'll try and show somebody what it looks like.
Yeah, just show them at the counter, and they'll get you a cream or something.
Be good or be good at it, boys.
Bye now. Can you tell me what's wrong with this? Where's your hand been? Oh, it's just been in a fresh pile of
crap.
All right.
Should my elbow smell like this?
Should it smell like?
Crap.
I really like that guy. I'm gonna have to copy that out and use him more. All right, that's it for the show. We're done. Thank you for being here for the PM edition of the show. Big thanks to everybody involved. I don't say it enough. Big thanks to Scott Fletcher. He's actually about to poop out a ton of new reads for us for the morning stream and the evening stream. It's super cool when he does that. So
He and I talked via the old-fashioned method of cell phone last night.
Oh, crazy! Would you? I mean, not that you have to tell me, but what's?
He's in the market for a drone, possibly, and he wanted to know what I thought of mine.
Oh, what drone did you get? I didn't know you had a drone.
I got the Parrot AR, and you've said that before. Like, I didn't know you had a drone, Brian.
Oh, is it the same little black one I have?
No,
Okay.
mine is
Because mine's dumb.
much larger. It's I don't know. It's about 2 feet square, like 2 feet wide.
Yeah.
Camera on the front, camera on the bottom.
Oh, that's cool. How often do you take it out and use it and stuff?
Before it started getting cold, once every, for a while it was like daily, and then it was like once a week, and then it got cold, and plus there was a broken part that I had to fix. But once it warms up, I'm looking forward to getting it back out again.
Well, you know what they call that? It's this.
Drone.
There you go.
Drone.
Crap.
That's a drone. Crappy drone. That's it. Thank you all for being here. Let's leave them with a reminder about patreon.com/TMS. Go there, be there, help us. It's awesome. That's why this fifth show exists. We love it. More details at patreon.com/TMS. On the website, you can find us at frogpants.com/TMS. Email us, themorningstream@gmail.com. And as always, Coverville Scott Johnson or Morningstream, where you'll find us all on Twitter. Brian, do you have music?
I do.
Yeah.
Real quick mention, last night's Coverville, of course, got postponed. It's going to be tomorrow. Elvis Presley, who would have turned 80 this week. So lots of covers of the King. Oh, yes, very
Can
much.
you imagine him at 80? It's hard to imagine it.
It is hard to imagine him at 80. Yeah.
He's too legendary now. I don't
He
think
would
he'd
have
do
a
it.
residency in Vegas.
You know what? He's only 3 years younger than Martin
Woody
Luther King Jr. would have been, which his
Oh,
birthday.
yeah, right.
Oh, and for those wondering, yes, there is a show on Monday. We observe
Oh,
the
yeah,
greatness
'cause
that
Martin
is
Luther
him. Yeah, we observe his greatness, but we do not take the day off for a show.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes. We want you to be in the chat room, so we take advantage when we can of those holidays where you might be off from work or school and can join us
Yeah.
for the live show. And now that the show's a little bit later, you don't have to get up as early on your day off.
Yeah, 9 a.m. Mountain
'Cause
Time.
we care. We love you.
Yeah, we do. We do. All right. It's hell week for me because I'm so nervous about that stupid bump scope. I'm terrified. I shouldn't be.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be. It's super, what do you call it? What is it when something's kind of usual? What's that called?
Yes, it is innocuous. It is, I know what there's another word for that.
It's rudimentary. No, it's a thing you do all the time, so it's easy. Oh my gosh.
Not come up with it. It's
Drone.
coming further and further out of my grasp.
I don't know what it is. All right. Well, whatever that is.
General
Penis.
routine procedure,
Routine, that's
common
it.
practice.
Penis.
Yeah. What?
Penis.
No. Not that
Preemie.
word. Oh,
Routine.
there you go.
Routine.
Routine.
Routinely.
Oh, okay.
Routineness.
Routine.
Routine.
Orangeness.
How about this one? Hold on, one more.
Anus.
All right, that's it. I'm done.
Anal.
Whoa, easy, buddy.
Oh.
Slow down, Chief. Okay, sorry.
Funny how we went from a PG to a PG-13, right?
Yeah.
With that extra.
Exactly.
acid.
Boob.
Oh my gosh, what's happening? All right, give me some music.
The dictionary has become self-aware. Christopher wrote in. Christopher from the great Kansas Outback says, "Dear bro and sis, I like Vanden Plaza's cover of Sting's Shape of My Heart. It's a cool song. I think you and the Tadpool would enjoy it too. Could you slip it into the TMSPM rotation sometime? I guess it's really more than a line than a, oh, look, a kitty. Cheers, Christopher."
All right.
I don't know.
I don't either.
Anyway.
Let me check with the computer. Hold on.
Vagina.
Oh, okay. All right.
Jeez.
Jeez, what the hell? All right.
Right. Yes, this is Shape of My Heart, originally by Sting, covered here by Vanden Plaz on the album Far Off Grace, which came out in 2010. This is beautiful. It's a beautiful cover of a beautiful song and a great one to take us into that pre-weekend Friday. So thank you.
Yeah, and everyone have a great weekend.
Ejaculate.
No, stop.
Oh my God.
Stop. Freaking,
Wait,
it's
how
gone.
to say it in England?
It's gone rogue. I don't think it has. It only
Oh.
shows verb in U.S. Wait.
Ejaculation.
Oh.
Ejaculate.
Okay, I will. Leave me alone. All right. The computer's gone rogue. It's time to leave. Let's play this song. We'll be back Monday. You guys are great. Have a great weekend. We'll see you then.